This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Give them a call, 727-9900. News is also brought to you by Desert View Hospital. You can count on us.
Welcome to News 25 here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. Happy July 1st, and it is Friday. Well, Lifetime and country music star Reba McEntire are teaming up for a new original movie, Reba McEntire's The Hammer. This is inspired by the life of traveling circuit court Judge Kim Wonker here in Pahrump. The Hammer will follow Kim Wheeler, who is McEntire, an outspoken firecracker lawyer who is appointed judge of the 5th Judicial District Court of Nevada and is one of the few traveling judges left here in America. We caught up with the inspiration for this film, Judge Kim Wonker, today to find out more. Of course, that air date for the show has yet to be announced.
My friends Karen Wisecarver and Sanford Golden, back in 2014, they followed me around on my rotation. And they wrote a screenplay, a movie screenplay, and I kind of forgot all about it. And then they contacted me and told me that Lifetime was going to pick that up. And then in March, they called me and told me that Reba McEntire was going to play me.
That is so wild.
So anyway, I communicated back and forth with Reba McEntire. She called me, and I've texted back and forth with Reba, and they filmed the movie at the first week of May. Yeah. I'm not sure where they filmed it. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the screen or the screenplay or anything, so just read what everybody else has read about it. I knew it had to deal with you know, the rotation and the murder of a judge and sort of that type of thing. So I think it sounds like a really interesting movie. You know, there's a cowboy involved. The cast is phenomenal. I mean, it's Reba McEntire, and of course it's her show Reba. Her longtime friend Melissa Peterman plays, I believe, her sister, who is the brothel owner. Yeah. And then her boyfriend, her real-life boyfriend, Rex Lynn, who was on CSI Miami, plays a cowboy in it. And then there's a bailiff that's played in it. That's her confidant. So I don't know. Reba would ask me questions back and forth. How do you dress? You know, you know, that type of thing. What kind of gun do you carry? So I'm just anxious to see it. And she would ask me, do you say this? Do you talk like that? You know, how do you handle yourself? You know, what do you say when you get on the bench? That type of thing. So it should be interesting. It's fun. It's you know, good promotion for the state courts here in Nevada. Well, that sort of started from a friend of mine, John Gliona, who wrote a book called Outback Nevada, and it's a series of vignettes, of stories about people in the rural areas of Nevada, and he followed me, and he called me the Hammer after watching me in court, and that's kind of how it stuck. My friends Karen Wisecarver and Sanford Golden, when they followed me around, that's what they called me. Yeah. And I guess maybe firm but fair, you know. And one of the things that I always do is I attend events and I take what? Mm-hmm. Chocolate Gavels, the Hammer. So I will be at the 4th of July parade.
We'll see how that goes.
Yes, I'm supposed to be the Grand Marshal, so I'm not sure yet when it's going to air, and I don't know that yet. As soon as we know, Karen Wisecarver and Sanford Golden, they used to write for the TV series Bones, and you know, are well-known writers in a Hollywood area. So I don't know. I told them I have some great new storylines that we could add to it.
Exciting stuff. Congratulations. Well, the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services is releasing a new proposed rule protecting access to emergency care and outpatient services for people here in our rural communities. They are establishing the conditions of participation for rural emergency hospitals. The proposed rule will allow small rural hospitals to seek this new healthcare provider designation and provide continued access to those emergency services, observation care, and additional medical and outpatient services. In accordance with the statutory legislation, the rural emergency hospitals will be eligible to receive payments for services provided on or after January 1st of next year. This is a significant step, they say, in building the administration's efforts to reduce healthcare disparities and maintain access to services here in our rural areas. Rural communities experience shorter life expectancy, higher mortality, and have fewer local health care providers, leading to worse health outcomes than in other communities. Rural hospital closures deprive people living in rural areas of crucial services, including access to emergency care, and they say that 20 hospitals here in the state have closed in recent years. The availability of new rural emergency hospital providers types will maintain access to essential health care services and help reduce disparities in rural communities. Today's actions to strengthen rural health further their goal of ensuring everyone served by their programs has the access to quality, affordable health care. Allowing providers to take advantage of the new designation will ensure that people in rural communities will be able to receive critical outpatient services, including emergency maternal health, behavioral health, and substance use disorder services. Well, Desert Haven Animal Society has closed their doors. We were there last night to find out how it was going.
I don't want to see any cats get euthanized, so I got 3.
We adopted out a ton of animals today. We probably got easily 50 animals out of the shelter today. The community came together, and they truly, they stated how much they did not want the county to get a hold of these animals, not knowing what their fate was going to be. So they all came down and found room in their hearts and their homes to take animals home today. We still have a lot of animals that are left here. Some are on quarantine, some are on stray hold, but we still have a lot of the Caucasian Shepherds, unfortunately, that are still left. But pretty much we only have 2 cats left here in our cat house. We still have some down at intake, but we went from having almost 50 cats to having maybe 16. You know, it comes down to no one will physically put it in writing and physically come out and say that they're not going to euthanize. Historically, county shelters are kill shelters, whether it's for space, aggression, behavior, and it comes down to how are they going to do that. We have a behaviorist that comes in and helps us out with our animals, letting us know whether or not they truly can be saved if we've been trying to work with them. And unfortunately, they have not come out and given any plans to anyone. So yeah, the community's scared. I'm scared for the animals that are left here. So overpopulation essentially goes once your shelter's full and it's overpopulated, a lot of times that's when the county shelters will come in and they will start putting essentially red tags on these animals. So if they've been there past their legal hold and they haven't been adopted out, it doesn't matter if they're adoptable animals or not. Unfortunately, a lot of the county shelters will put them down. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but we don't know.
I needed a dog, and I don't want him to be in a kill shelter.
Well, that is a record 56 animals adopted just yesterday alone. News 25 will return right after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment is brought to you by Higher Society Smoke Shop in Las Vegas. Call 702-982-2300. Call 702-982-2300.
Welcome back. Well, those who are employed with Nevada public universities and colleges will no longer be required to be vaccinated for COVID-19. The mandate was repealed by the Board of Regents on Thursday. The Nevada System of Higher Education enacted that requirement in 2021. At that time, those who decided to go against the order were terminated. It's unclear at this time if they will be rehired. 97% of the 22,000 current system employees are vaccinated at this time, which greatly reduced the spread and severity of that illness. Well, as of today, the minimum wage will increase 75 cents per hour. This step increase is a result of AB 456, which was enacted in 2019 and will end in 2024 when it hits $12 per hour. Employees whose employers offer qualified health insurance will now get paid $9.50 per hour, while employees who do not get medical insurance from their employees will earn $10.50 per hour. There have been 2 confirmed deaths related to COVID-19 reported the week ending on June 27th, both the residents of Pahrump, and these are cases that were diagnosed up to 5 weeks ago. The first COVID death reported was at the end of April. There are 132 new COVID-19 confirmed positive cases here in Nye County for the 2 weeks ending on June 27th. That's 3 in Tonopah, 2 in Amargosa, 2 in Beatty, and the remainder here in Prump. You need to remember that these case numbers are cases where they have been tested inside a facility. Most of the testing is now done at home. So the total of those tested in a facility is 6,779 confirmed cases of COVID-19 positives countywide since the first reported case in March 14th of 2020. Well, Nature Health Farms had a special artist in residence this past week. We are going to speak to them to find out more.
Well, we decided to do a community mural project, and it was about bringing some love and light in lieu of all of these amazing times we have to deal in. We thought of spreading a message of hope. I'm an art ambassador for a Belgian paint company, and they also are in Dubai, and they have been shipping me the paint for these projects to do with the community because they believe spreading the message of love and hope throughout all communities in the world is really important. Well, what kind of started this whole thing was in May, before school got out, I decided to do a Reach for the Stars program with Hafen Elementary. So painted with all 450 kids. It was awesome and kind of life-changing, and just reiterated my need to provide this and facilitate community projects because it helps uplift everybody. You know, with the pandemic, things were so tough on those teachers. I thought, gosh, we should give them some love too. Well, Nature Health Farms actually has decided to sponsor me for a lot of these community projects, which is really great because not only are they helping animals and providing art in the community, they also provide amazing CBD products. And it's personal to me because my father has Parkinson's, and so this tends to help alleviate some of the symptoms and make him feel better. So it just seems like it's all around great for the community with the animals, with art and community. I just wanted to come out and support. So we plan on doing a couple more. It's a little bit hot today. It was quite busy this morning and then just really got over 106. But we're going to be doing not just painting projects, but sculpture projects and mosaic projects in the future. So please stay tuned. We want to bring art to you. We're looking at trying to do it when they start opening up on Saturdays, because Saturdays and Sundays having the availability for the community to be open, Alex is so generously helping with. So hopefully we'll be there to launch it. We're still working out the details, but today was such a great success. We had probably about 40 people out helping us paint. We need to do this again.
So I run a Las Vegas Moms blog, and it's me and a few other moms, and we kind of go around town and we support local businesses and we connect moms here locally and even visiting moms with places that they can go with their kids. We have quite a few things in the works, and I want more businesses to really consider having community really participate. I find that people feel a little bit more pride when they see something that they've worked on really hard and they see it, you know, in their neighborhoods, and they drive by and they think, oh, I had something to do with that. It's really nice. It's a great way to connect, and amidst all the chaos that's been going on, I find that, you know, being creative is a really great way to have some sort of therapy.
Well, when choosing a computer, you need to go to someone who knows what they're doing. And our go-to guy is Josh Osborne from Great Computer Deals. He's going to give us some special tips.
Hi guys, Josh Osborne with Great Computer Deals. It's time for another quick tutorial, viewer question edition.
One viewer asks, is Apple really better than PC? I get this question all the time, guys, and I don't know why it gets people so heated. There's simply two different approaches going on here. If you're the type of user that likes a simplistic operating system with great security, but can be a bit pricey and doesn't offer much for customization, but it integrates well with all your different tech devices, then Apple is the way to go. If you prefer an operating system that is more universally used, but can be very buggy and vulnerable to security threats, but is much cheaper in price and offers quite a bit more options when it comes to hardware and software, then a PC with Windows is the way to go. At the end of the day, it's not about which one is good or bad, it's about which one works best for you.
Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8800 8833.
More news, including your Ask Angie and Save a Pet.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. Also brought to you by Silver State Health. Visit silverstatehealth.org or call 702-471-0420 for an appointment. News 25, local news you can count on.
Well, in our Ask Angie report, Mallory Mitex talks about renovations.
Home renovations can be stressful and anxiety-inducing, but hiring the right pro can make all the difference when it comes to these major home renovations. A high-quality pro will do the job not only effectively, but also efficiently and correctly, keeping you in the loop and respecting any boundaries you might set along the way. Before you choose your contractor, talk to their references and check out ratings and reviews online or on the Angie app. Ask about their experience, licensing, communication style, and any subcontractors they might bring onto the project. All of those are things you need to be sure of before hiring the right person for your job. Someone that you feel comfortable with from the get-go will be good in the long run. Finances can be one of the most stressful aspects of planning a home renovation. Avoid financial surprises by adding a buffer into your budget. We recommend saving 10% of your budget or adding 10% for things like emergencies and surprises. For example, if I was taking on a project and I had a budget of $1,000, I would actually have an additional $100 saved into the bank to spend just in case I needed to. Having this buffer will come in handy if any electrical, plumbing, or pest issues pop up at the last minute. If you can't leave your home during renovations, setting boundaries is going to be very important to protecting and preserving your mental health. Before you start renovations, talk to your pros about specifics. Things like work hours, which areas of the home are off limits, and how you can contact them if something goes wrong, especially on weekends or outside of working hours. You can also set up a consistent time to meet with your contractor daily. This will give you the regular opportunity to bring up any questions or concerns you might have along the process. Setting these boundaries can help you make sure you finish your renovations feeling calm and ready to enjoy your new space.
Well, in our Save a Pet today, we are at Never Forgotten Animal Rescue, and Darby is going to introduce us to a wonderful dog named Simba.
This segment is brought to you by Higher Society Smoke Shop in Las Vegas. Call 702-982-2300. Call 702-982-2300.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Never Forgotten Animal Society. They're located at 520 East Street, Suite C. This is going to be our new home for Save a Pet for a little while. Today we are joined with Simba. Simba is this amazingly friendly, energetic, red-haired lab mix. He's very interesting. He has a lot of energy. He's just so excited to see everyone. He wants to run around. He loves to give kisses. He's staring at everyone he's missing that he can't say hi to right now, but he is such a lover. He's roughly about maybe like 4 years old, so he's still in a little bit of a puppy phase for the type of dog that he is. If you want to come and see Simba or any of his friends here at Never Forgotten Animal Society, you can go on their website at www.neverforgottenanimalsociety.com. You can give them a call at 775-537-8674. And again, they're located at 520 East Street, Suite C. Come and see Simba. Bye. Good boy.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
As you can see from our Save a Pet, Simba was warm out there today, and so were we. We're going to find out if it cools down, which I heard it might be, right after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. Happy Friday to you. What a week we've had, and what a weekend to look forward to. I'll tell you all about it here in a second, but look at this weather map. Fernley found 93, 94 degrees, not too bad. Carson City, the cool spot tonight at 89 degrees for a high temperature. Tonopah close behind at 90. 92 out there in, beautiful Goldfield. Beatty saw 98 degrees. Seems like everything's down about 10 degrees from yesterday. And that's a positive trend for comfort-seeking people. 103 degrees still out in Amargosa and Las Vegas. It's quite hot. Vegas wins the over-under with a low tonight of 78 degrees. And out in Death Valley is 114. But here in the paradise of Pahrump, let's take a look. 100 degrees. That's our current temperature. That is today's high, and those winds felt pretty good out of the south-southwest to 14 miles per hour, reminiscent of trade winds in Hawaii, don't you know? Other than that, humidity at 7%. That's pretty bone dry. Sun rose this morning in all its glory, hope and promise for a new day at 5:30. It's setting this evening at 8:05. Look for a beautiful sunset and a low tonight of 74 degrees under starry skies as the winds continue to blow out of the south-southeast to 14 miles per hour. Into the weekend, is it going to keep blowing like that? Yeah, actually, it's going to increase a little bit Saturday, Sunday. Winds averaging about 15 miles per hour throughout the rest of the week. Temperatures ranging from the mid-90s up into the mid-hundreds. 104 degrees on Friday. Looks like we have a kind of 5 days of nice coolish weather for a summer day. And then we get back to the beastly triple digits. So make your plans. But it's going to be a good weekend. Enjoy it. A little bit of wind, not too bad. Back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
Welcome. On Saturday, there is the Movies in the Park, and we want to let people know about that because that is at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park. It is a free movie, and this weekend on July 2nd, Paw Patrol. It all starts at dusk, and that is on Honeysuckle between Dandelion and Pahrump Valley Boulevard. Bring a chair, bring a blanket, come on by. It's going to be lots of fun, and they are having those every weekend on Saturday night right there. And of course, we have the 50th anniversary of the Freedom Festival, and KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio are sponsoring some of that with Zambelli Fireworks, of course, and the town of Pahrump. We are going to be playing the accompaniment music, and we need to make sure that everybody tunes into 103.1 FM on their car radios. Also, you can download the app Local BTV, and that would make it so that you can listen to 25.8, and that's a channel on there. You can listen to Ace Country Radio right on your phone and listen to the accompaniment music. The Zambelli Fireworks is doing that right inside Petrick Park, and you can sit on the grass and enjoy that fireworks spectacular 23-minute show. And you can also listen to the music on Ace Country Radio. We want to let everybody know that the fireworks show starts at 9 p.m. And of course, they have the launch site open all weekend long down there on Gamebird and Fox. And the Independence Day Parade right there on the Calvada Eye starts at 10 a.m. on the 4th of July. All these things are on the 4th of July here for the fireworks spectacular, and of course the parade, which starts at 10 a.m. You need to arrive early. They're going to be shutting down the roads about 9 or 9:30. And if you would like to join in the parade, you can still do that by giving Linda Wright a phone call, 775-419-7857. I want to let everybody know there is an event right after the parade, right there in the middle of the Calvada Eye, and Ski Sensky is going to be doing the music, and we're excited about that because he is also helping with the sound system there, and so we want to give him a big plug for doing that, and Linda Wright and the Holiday Task Force for putting that on. Of course, everything is free. We'll see you down there. If you missed any of this, you know what? It's always on our KPVM Facebook page. I make sure to post all of those flyers and all the happenings throughout the weekend, and of course, breaking news as well. I want to let everybody know that on the 4th of July, we will be taking off so that our employees here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio can enjoy the holiday. And we'll see you back here on July 5th on Tuesday. Until then, have a great weekend. Good night.